everybody, this is Amanda from Midwest to Metropolis, and this week I'd like to talk to you about the Japanese art Rakugo. Rakugo literally means fallen words, and it's a Japanese style of verbal entertainment. Basically, it's their version of stand-up comedy, and the only difference is it's sitting down. Traditionally, the Rakugo-ka, the Rakugo artist, will sit on the stage, which is called the koza, and it's usually on a red background, and using only a paper fan, or a sensu, and a small cloth called the tenugui as props. This Rakugo artist will depict a long and complicated, often comical story. The story always involves the dialogue of two or more characters, but the difference between how the characters are depicted, since it is only one person depicting them, is usually through a change in pitch, tone, or a slight turn to the head. Basically, it's the Japanese form of talking to oneself. Now, how it's done is the speaker's in the middle of the audience, and his or her purpose is to stimulate the hilarity with his tone and the limited but specific body gestures to kind of bring the audience into the story. The monologue also always ends with a narrative stunt known as the ochi, or the fall. It is consisted by a sudden interruption of the wordplay, or there's a sudden difference in flow. There are 12 different kinds of codified ochi that are recognized, but more complicated variations have evolved. Early Rakugo developed into various styles as well, including shibai banashi, theater discourse, ongyoku banashi, which is musical discourse, kaidan banashi, which is a ghost story, and ninjo banashi, which is sentimental. And in many of these forms, the ochi, or the fall, is essential. Which was essential to the original form of Rakugo is actually absent, which is kind of strange. There are also things called kobanashi. It was the advent before modern Rakugo, which is more longer and more drawn out. Kobanashi are shorter, and they still end with an ochi, and they were popular between the 17th and 19th century, and they were enacted in small public venues or streets, or they were also printed and sold as pamphlets, so basically the old-time joke book. Now that I've gone over the basics of what Rakugo is and what kobanashi are, this year in my Japanese 490 class, which is basically a hodgepodge of Japanese culture topics taught in Japanese, we actually had to do a Rakugo kobanashi performance. Now, in the following videos, I'm going to include my performance as well as two of my good friends, Anna Pisut and Allie Holiday. I got their permission to subtitle and share these with you, so I hope you guys enjoy them.
ブロンドジョークです。はあ、アルバイトですか？ポーチはペンキに塗ってくれませんか？いくらですか？本当嬉しいよ、ありがとう。$50です。いいです。ペンキとはしごがガレージにあります。どうぞ。しばらくしてこの話。はい、お客さん終わりました。早いですね。はい、でもお客さん、ペイントが余ったから2回塗っておきました。いいですか？余った2回？はい、もちろん。でもお客さん、ポーチじゃなくてフェラーリです。
はい、そういうことですね。
ニューヨークで日本人はタクシーに乗りました。トヨタだ。やっぱり早いね。日本製だからね。三菱だ。やっぱり早いね。日本製だからね。 あ、ホンダだ。やっぱり早いね。日本製だからね。着きました。あ、はい、いくらですか？50ドル。どうしてそんなに高いですか？これ、日本製だからね。冷蔵庫。店員さん。はい。この届け、この冷蔵庫、カタログと違うじゃないの？いえ、同じですよ。カタログと違うわよ。いえ、同じですよ。カタログと違うわよ。カタログみたいにお肉や野菜が入ってないじゃない。
病院で、先生、私は病気だと思います。どうしたんですか？体中どこを触っても痛いんです。どれどれ。ここを触ると、痛い。ここも、痛い。ここ、痛い。分かっている。あなたは指を怪我したんですよ。
ごめん。はい。
美術館で。この絵は素晴らしいですね。これはダ・ヴィンチです。イエロー様、これはルノワールでございます。ルノワールです。この絵は素晴らしいですね。これはルノワールですね。イエロー様、これはダ・ヴィンチですね。この絵はとっても素晴らしいですね。私は知っている。これはピカソです。イエロー様、これは鏡です。
あるところにラーメン屋さんが3軒並んでおりました。一番左のラーメンさんは、私のラーメンは一番おいしいですよと言って、日本の一番おいしいラーメンという看板を出しました。一番右のラーメン屋さんは、いえ、違うわよ。私のラーメンは一番おいしいですよと言って、世界の一番おいしいラーメンという看板を出しました。真ん中のラーメン屋さんはちょっと困っちゃった。二人の看板はとても素敵だね。何をしよう。わかった。入り口はこちらです。
入り口はこちら。
ごめんなさい。
Well, I hope you enjoyed those short Kobayashi performances. They were a lot of fun to do, if a little bit stressful. I have to admit, I was a little disappointed that Sensei's friends did not get my blonde joke. I thought it was funny, but things happen. It was really interesting, I think, being able to learn about Japanese culture through performing it myself, and, it was a challenge. It was definitely a big challenge, and it was a lot of fun. If you'll notice, however, I was unable to get on the stage, unlike Anna and Allie. That is because I was having knee surgery the following week, and my knee was in a immobilizer brace. So you might see me hobbling a bit in those videos, and that is why. That is probably my only regret about that performance. I would have liked to share the full experience and being able to sit in Seiza while doing so. But overall, I think it was a lot of fun, and it was a great experience. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I had fun doing it, at least, afterwards. And I hope you'll join me next week where I delve into some more fun Japanese topics. Catch you later.